Whew.
The score with 11 minutes to go in Dayton. North Carolina, 69. San Diego State, 38. The Tar Heels shot 62% in the first half. They shot 7 of 9 from 3, but it was their defense, Tyler, that held the Aztecs, an offensively challenged team, but still, got to be engaged, and Carolina was. They held San Diego State to 2 points over a span of 8 minutes in the first half. Tyler Ansborough, what are you thinking right now? Is Carolina validating that they belong in this field? Are they showing you that they're going to be a team that can do more damage than just tonight?
Fanta, I have so many thoughts going on in my mind right now. I can't even formulate a good sentence. But I'm going to start with this. This is what I've been waiting for all year.
How is that different? How is that different from a normal night, Tyler? How is that any different?
Because usually I'm a little frustrated, but tonight I'm extremely happy and I'm overwhelmed with joy from watching how well my Tar Heels are playing. And after all the criticism that the media has been giving them and everyone saying that they got they shouldn't be in the tournament, all the talk about the AD and the West Virginia's governor or whatever is going to take them to court and investigate it. Well, investigate this game. We'll break it down. What we did is we came out and we attacked. We ran and we got to the free throw line. We played as a team. We started with some turnovers. But I really felt like Carolina came out tonight to prove something. They came out the aggressor, the attacker, right from the tip. And I've always said that the problem with this team is they don't start games well. They put themselves in holes. And this is what happens when you don't come out there and sleepwalk into a game from the tip. And I think this is peak Carolina. Now, maybe all the noise and the distractions kind of lit a fire in Carolina. And this is what I wanted to see. And like I said, after they got into the tournament, this has been a different team since they lost at Clemson. You look at that. We've won the last 8 of 10 games, and the 2 games we did lose were arguably to the best team in the country in Duke. So this isn't the team that everyone views, at the start of the season. With that said, they're going to have a tough game against Ole Miss. They're very capable of coming out and losing that one big if they don't show up.
All right, RC. Lay it on me, Mr. ACC.
Talk your talk, Tyler. Don't let them off that easy, Tyler. But everybody. No. But let me say this: everybody's right. You wasn't supposed to get in. Not over Indiana or West Virginia. That's just facts. But now that you're in, go ACC. Don't talk that trash to me. I don't want to hear that. Y'all knew this was going to happen when the ACC got in, Fanta. I want to hear your gibberish when you get on here because you talk all that trash. Now, again, I will say they wasn't supposed to be in over a couple other teams. But they're in. So I don't care. This is what happens when you let us in. You let the league in no matter what the numbers are, and this is the kind of stuff that happens to you, man. I hate to say it, but I told you so. This is what the league does. ACC still shows up when it matters most, man.
You beat San Diego State. Wait. You're
hey, Jeff, we ain't beating them. This is an old fashioned. This is belt the ass, Jeff. This is belt the ass. This ain't no. Hey, this right here. Stop the game right
belt
now.
To ass.
10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go in the game. Stop it right now. I don't want to see any more of this. This is abusive.
RC, this is worse than belt to ass. This is pull out the black car and book the grave site. I mean, start digging up the hole. Jeff, this is like, there is another side of this, Jeff, and then you can get to Carolina. This is embarrassing for the Mountain West to have to start this tournament like this and you're down 33.
To a team that, again, was 1-12 against quad 1 teams this year. And most people viewed as, hey, they probably didn't deserve to get in, and they come in there. And sometimes this happens, right? You get a second lease on life. That's kind of what happened here, I think, with this team a little bit, right? Especially with the way it ended against Duke. The end of the game, it's, Jalen Withers, some of those guys, Van Allen Lubin, saying like, all right, I got another opportunity here so people don't remember us that way for our careers. And give them credit. I do give them a lot of credit because, again, you're not just winning. You're mollywopping them. And now the question is, can you follow this up with at least a legitimate – I'm not even saying you got to beat Ole Miss. Just fight Ole Miss. Fight Ole Miss on Friday. Put up a good fight. Even if you lose, to me, Hubert Davis is going to have NCAA tournament next to his name, which is going to be huge for potentially his future. Now, it's not enough just to get in. If you're Carolina, Tyler can attest to this. Just getting in a couple of years, which they've done, you can't keep doing that. You can't keep doing that. But this was a much-needed win.
I think they're going to beat Ole Miss, who's lost 5 of their last 8 games and has been up and down, a little bit inconsistent. Now maybe I'll be wrong.
Tough.
But
they're tough.
Let me say this. Here's my take on this. We did criticize the selection committee for including North Carolina over particularly West Virginia, because West Virginia had similar looking metrics and had wins over several marquee teams in the field. At Kansas, over Gonzaga, over Arizona on a neutral, these wins coming away from Morgantown, and they had beaten Iowa State when Iowa State was at full strength, and they were not. When we argue whether a team should be included or not, that doesn't mean we don't think that they can't win a game like tonight. I picked North Carolina to win this game. Those are 2 totally separate arguments. Now, how the team in the locker room treats it, which I'm sure, just like a couple of years ago, when Armando Bacot said to Jeff and Hubert Davis said to Jeff that, that some of his early season criticism. Here's my point with that. If we really are the ones that are driving you to be better, I mean, my God, that's amazing. I respect that, I guess, but wow. What we are saying is those are 2 totally different things, Tyler. We're not talking about, they did not have an NCAA tournament resume profile. So to the people out there who are like, well, they proved you wrong tonight. No, I thought they would win the game. Whether they can win a game or not is not whether or not they belonged in the field based on their numbers. Those are 2 totally different things. How many times do we have to say that? Tyler.
Fanta, listen.
Don't let up on him. Get him, Tyler.
Well, listen. I've said this all along, and if you look at our net ranking, it was above all the other bubble teams, and a lot of the other metrics that they used outside of some quad 1 wins, I felt like we were at the top of all those. Now, yeah, you can make an argument for West Virginia. You have a pretty good argument. They have some great wins. But I tell you what, we didn't duck any, pre-conference opponents. Our strength of schedule is up there with anybody. We just didn't capitalize on those wins early on in the season. We're a different team right now. And, sometimes that's the way it works out.
I love how Tyler now Tyler is like the biggest advocate of the net ever right now.
Hey, listen,
all of a sudden Tyler becomes like
the
net, Kim Pong,
really strong, and then he just backed off the throttle right there at the end. He came out strong, and he backed off right there.